Hey everyone, welcome to my first book review where I will be reviewing Curiosity House, The Shrunken Head. This is actually an advanced reader's edition, so if you go out and buy this it might be slightly different. But it shouldn't be that different. I actually got this at Comic-Con a couple years ago at the HarperCollins panel, and it's been in my to-read pile forever, and I'm glad I finally picked it up because it was a really fun read. So it's basically a book about these four kids. They're on the cover. I'm gonna come closer. That's Sam, Pippa or Philippa, Mackenzie or Max, because both the girls have nicknames, interestingly enough. And then this is Thomas, and they all have superpowers. Pippa, who I showed you, can read people's minds. She can't fully read their minds, like she doesn't know exactly what they're thinking, but she can use whatever kind of psychic powers she has to see what's in their pockets. Oh, and then there's Sam. He's one of my favorite characters. He might be my favorite character, actually. I really like Pippa too, but Sam has this whole teen angst going, and it's really dramatic because his superpower is that he's super strong. And so from day to day he has to work really hard not to break things. He can break the stairs just by walking on them. It's really kind of sad because he wants a pet more than anything. He wants to have a pet, but he can't have one because if he held it too hard or hugged it too hard, he could easily kill it, which is really sad. But it makes him an interesting character because he has to think of these things from day to day. And then Max, or Mackenzie, her superpower is throwing knives, and that doesn't sound like a superpower, but she's always really accurate with the way she throws them. She can throw them hard, she can throw them fast. Every time she hits the exact target that she wants to hit. So it really is the way she throws them a superpower. And then we have Thomas, who can he's not a contortionist, he can actually squeeze his entire body and lengthen it or make it smaller, or fit himself into drawers through pipes. He actually leads the group a lot of times because if they're ever sneaking around, he can actually go through the vents to see if the coast is clear and then come back and be like, yeah, everybody, let's go, let's go. The basic plot of this book is that these four orphans live in a dime museum run by Dumfrey. And he's basically the ringmaster of this dime museum slash circus. It's not really a circus, but they put on shows within the dime museum that are very circus-esque. Maybe a little vaudeville too, but definitely circus, because they have a fat lady, they have a magician, an alligator man, an elephant man, all kinds of circusy acts, and they fit into this with their superpowers because people think it's a trick, but they actually have these abilities. So what happens at the museum in the start of the book is that Dumfrey acquires this shrunken head, and he puts out all of this advertisement, tries to get everybody into the dime museum, and they do get a good turnout. Like typically they get 6 people coming to their show, and this time it was 12 people, so not a ton, but more than they usually get. And then, lo and behold, one of the ladies, after seeing the head, she faints. She's rushed to the hospital, and mysteriously later that night, she dies. Well, a newspaper man who's there at the time, he writes a whole big article about this curse of the shrunken head. And so everybody wants to see it. They have lines and hordes of people trying to get in. The kids don't totally believe in this curse, but what's mysterious is that people keep dying. It's not just that lady, there's a series of people who keep dying, and I don't want to give away anything else in the story. You should read to find out more. There are some mysterious moments about how all of these kids are connected, especially with Mackenzie or Max, because she is kind of a newcomer to the group in this story, but she is connected to all of the other kids. You find out how towards the end. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I do want to say it was a really fun book, and I really enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.